up, bro? You want me to say that? Right. So you can leave me alone, huh? You're trying to tell me that it's my brother Victor was murdered. Hey, couple hours. More. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did. That's what I was talking to him about. I didn't meet you see that. Until Willie turned it on. Maybe 3 years down there.
Thank you all. All right, my name is Leo Lewis. More than just being a human being, I also function in another capacity. The president of the Conway Memorial Foundation welcomes all of you, which is I, the capacity in which I function. And please understand, today we are here for peace. There's been a lot of chaos. Now, if you're a person that came here for some nonsense, check your heart. You are in a space of warriors and spiritual people who don't play games. So, we're going to get through this program peacefully tonight. We are going to speak to your soul. We're going to speak to your mind. But understand the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation does not hate anyone. We function on the principles of humanity. We understand that officers have a hard job. Black men probably have a harder job. And we here to make sure that we stand in solidarity with those who have lost their lives, men and women, of all races, of all colors, due to the misconduct of individuals who believe in a title more than they believe in humanity.
We're just going to keep it peaceful. We're going to stay on schedule. Okay? Thank you for those words, Brother Leo. Brother Larry Duncan, if you can come on over with the introduction.
Hands up. Hands up in unity. Hands up. Hands up in commitment. Hands up for all the blood that's been shed for 400 years. Hands up for the blood that was shed last night. Hands up for commitment, for the struggle. It's not a moment, it's not a situation, it's a marathon. Hands up for your involvement, for your commitment, for your life, for your time, for your investment, for your understanding that everyone here is needed in the struggle. Hearts up, eyes up, for unity, realizing that it won't happen without all of us. I stand on behalf of the Black Agenda Alliance, and as simple as that, we come to understand that there must be an alliance of an agenda. That agenda has to cross all borders and all boundaries and all philosophies and all theologies. That Black people here in Omaha must come together around core principles: the family, education, economics, spirituality, we must come together around core principles that we all agree on. And that we understand that if we don't come together behind these things, if we allow our philosophy and our organization and our individual stuff to divide us, we will be conquered. But if we can come together around positive things, around constructive things, around powerful things, then we cannot be stopped. Hands up! Hands up! Hearts up! For the people. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Larry. Thank you very much for that. Now we'll have the Black Child stand by Brother James Henry.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This pledge here is what we stand real strong on. It was first introduced in the Black Panthers paper in 1968 by a sister by the name of Shirley Williams. So if you can, I'll try to go slow. I would like y'all to repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to my black people.
I pledge allegiance to my black people.
I pledge to develop my mind and body to the greatest extent possible.
I pledge to attend my mind and my body to the greatest extent as possible.
I will learn all that I can.
I will learn all that I can.
In order to give my best to my people.
In order to give my best to my people.
In their struggle for liberation.
In their struggle for liberation.
I will keep myself physically fit.
I will keep myself physically fit.
Building a strong body.
Building a strong body.
Free from drugs and other substances.
Free from drugs and other substances.
That weaken me and make me less capable of protecting myself.
That weakens me and makes me less capable of protecting myself.
My family.
My family.
And my black brothers and sisters.
My black brothers and sisters.
I will unselfishly share my knowledge and understanding with them.
I will unselfishly share my knowledge and understanding with them.
In order to bring about change more quickly.
In order to bring about change more quickly.
I will discipline myself to direct my energies thoughtfully.
I will discipline myself to direct my energies thoughtfully.
And constructively. Rather than wasting them in idle hatred.
Rather than wasting them in idle hatred.
I will train myself never to hurt or allow others to harm my black brothers and sisters.
Train myself to allow myself not to hurt other black brothers and sisters.
For I recognize that we need every black man, woman, and child to be physically, mentally, and psychologically strong. These principles I pledge to practice daily. And to teach them to others in order to unite my people. Ashe.
Just real quick, for those who are coming in, just now coming in, watch this unity, y'all. All these beautiful people are going to just shift over real fast and let all these people in. Rotate, rotate.
One side this time. Two. Thank you, Brother Henry, for that Black Child's Pledge. Now we will have a performance by Adam Soulchild. Soul Music by Adam Soulchild. Soul Music.
For coming in one spirit and one unity today. I think that's the most important thing. love and respect. My name is Adam Soul Music, and my family comes from Ghana, West Africa, but I was born here in the States. Those who were born here in the States long before I arrived here are my brothers and sisters.
Adam, hold the mic a little closer so you can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Put your fist around it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Talk louder.
Okay, I'll talk louder. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that all black people in the diaspora, Africa, here and abroad, we're all brothers and sisters. The language that I'm going to be singing in is called Ga, and it comes from Ghana. And it's on the spot. I'm going to let the spirit move through me in unity. In just 1 second because we're having just some weird sound feedback, but I'm just going to sing vocally. Bibi piano Bibi piano There's so much in this world, so much that moves us, so much that moves us. She know me, the things that are inside of us are greater than the things in this world. Why here ni ye wobi, ni woke bahachele. There are things in us that we are to give the world. Ani jelemi, anaya mengmemi. Anaya meni jemi, anaya menanemi akewoba, ni woshi, woyebie, amebanu wofe. Let them see, let them feel, let them stand, let them know that we are here. Even ni one day, ni one day, ni one He will know. Give us the strength, peace, the ability, strength, to stand in the face of oppression, to stand in the faces of oppression. Give us give us strength. I want all of you to sing with me. Give us the strength. It will sound like this. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength.
Give us strength.
Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Louder. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Give us strength. Last two times. Give us strength. Louder. Give us strength. Thank you. Yes, give us strength. Give us strength. Thank you so much, Adam. Give us strength. We're going to do another moment of silence. It's going to be about 9 minutes. The total amount of time, minutes, George Floyd was pinned down. Whew. Give us strength, Lord. Give us strength. Another moment of silence. And we're going to start that time now.
Moment of silence. We will count up until 9 minutes. So in between these events, you will have another moment of silence. So expect that. Please respect that. Now, before we bring up our elders, African tradition, make sure you all know this, that it is honorable, and we have failed the tradition, but we are supposed to ask permission from our elders before we speak. Because in African tradition, you respect the wisdom and the hardship of life that the elders have gone through and the things that they have obtained, because you must cherish those gifts to give to you. Today we have our elders locked behind walls in senior living facilities. And that wisdom being locked away from you, because they could have told you milk will kill that pepper gas. They could have told you you have to have 2 forms of protest, not just one formation. They could have gave you the real wisdom of how to get out here, not the mess you see going on in Omaha, Nebraska, and across the country right now. And for any of you Antifa fakers coming down to Omaha, causing ruckus, we don't appreciate it. Now, out of respect for all of those here, men, black men, please move yourself to the front for just a moment to listen to this elder speak. Because you are the front line. And never forget that. You are the front line. So I want to make sure that this elder, Brother Elijah, has his proper due to speak his wisdom onto you. Give him your time. Thank you.
Peace of Creator be with you. Everybody over 70, raise your hand. Everybody over 70, raise your hand. I can understand your clapping, but there's a problem with that. The reason there's a problem with that is because one of the first rallies that I went to was behind the death of Sister Vivian Strong. sister that was shot also by a policeman under a very precarious position. We have rallies and we have those kinds of activities, and they go on and they go on and they go on. But there's not enough here that have that kind of consciousness over that long period of time that are participating in this. Hopefully they're participating somewhere else. I say that because this is the wrong time. Universal order. Universal order means that the universe, of which we don't know the depth of, we don't know how deep the universe is, but we know that everything evolves around it. We get up by it. The atmosphere is controlled by it. It controls everything, even us. Just like a blade of grass, it has an importance. Everything has a reason. We have the ability to discern pineal gland, of which melanin feeds, which is one of the reasons why they're trying to annihilate us. And if you don't understand that, then you have a serious problem, particularly if you're here, because then you don't understand why. They're trying to annihilate us because we have the ability to discern like any other animal. We know right from wrong. We have a history of correcting those kinds of things. That's why they snatch that culture all the way away from us. Cause for our thinking to be off-centered. But the universal order, along with the pandemic, which is part of the universal order, tells us that the reason why we are dying is not based upon any kind of plague. It's based upon our pre-existing condition. We have lived in this country sick physically to the point that we got accustomed to it. Now we're sick mentally. And it's time for us to come out of it. What would happen if we didn't send our children back to school? Obviously, it's okay for them to learn the way they're learning now. What would happen if we made sure that all the medical facilities in our community were able not only to take care of our physical needs, but our mental needs? There is no way that we will be able to survive unless we separate ourselves from this wrong that has been leading this country for a long time. Destroyed mechanism that was here before we even came in this particular hue. But our brothers and sisters, who they call red, everything but black. Either it's black or it's white. That's what melanin does. That's why they said at one time 5/8 of that. And he was in trouble. Why? Because just a drop of that causes a conflict to those who wish to destroy us. The peace should be with you, but it's not going to come easy.
Thank you, Brother Elijah. Sister Angel, come on forward. Fellas, can y'all give us some room back up? And crowd, can you shift to the east, please? Just shift to the east. You'll see my hand gesture. Just shift to the east. We have more people who come in. Now let me say this one more time. If you ain't following me on Facebook, I'm going to say it to you while you're here. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Matter of fact, say it with me. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. So all of you people who are struggling, who decided to go out and protest, Some people got arrested, had to pay a bill, had to pay a fine. And if you lose your life out here, fighting for what you believe in, your family needs to be okay. Be smart. That's why we're here today, to give you the game, the real game of the game. Nigga. That word is for us. That's why we stole it from you. It's our word now. And what it does is it symbolizes, as my brother JD says, 400 years of oppression that you can't take out of the word. That's what it means. So we recognize each other by that word, saying we symbolize with that struggle. Man, learn something.
At this time, we're going to do our next moment of silence. 30. At this time, we're going to have Brother LaVille. Come on up.
Omaha to everybody. That means thank you in my Omaha language. The city's named after my tribe, but we don't have no recognition. You know, my native people, my black people, we have the same struggle. Far too long, we're not united. But I proclaim today that's going to change. Being of Native American and African American descent, it's my duty to unite our peoples. This is our original land. We was displaced up north in 1852 in a dirty treaty, as we know, with the blankets. We was 50,000 strong. About 2 years later, we was down to under 10,000 people. But that's not in the history books. They don't want it to be in the history books. But I'm here today to speak on my native people, my black people, and the distrust of this mayor. We call mayor. I'm on the mayor's board, but yeah, it's a joke. It's like Native American 101. They don't listen to us. It's a pat on our head. But I'm voicing my this because of this. I'm gonna be more stronger because I can do better. I have a letter from Zachary Bearhills, his sister. She wanted me to read a letter to the letter Omaha. He was killed about 3 years ago by the Omaha police. Tased 12 times, punched in the head 13 times, murdered. And 3 of the 4 of the officers got their jobs back. How's that for any justice? It's just us. Here's the letter. To OPD, my question: why? Why did you kill my young brother? What did he do so wrong that he had to be killed on the spot? Why did you give our brother back in a box, battered and bruised? You still haven't explained to us how a man deemed as non-threatening can go from receiving a ride to the bus station to dead on the concrete. You killed our brother and called him a fucking retard. Sergeant Eric Forehead, I'm talking to you. You know what I said. Why did you bully a mentally disabled young man? Officer Scotty Payne, Ryan McCarty, Michaela Mead, Jennifer Struhl. Why do you sign up for a job that you clearly ain't fit for? You took a vulnerable citizen and made him your sport. Did you enjoy taking his last breath? You are a state-sanctioned murderer, signed and sealed and delivered by Mayor Jean Starter, because she has done nothing but be silent in her privilege. She has the power to remove the officer who killed my brother from the force, and yet she fails to do so. Chief Taj Smotter, you failed to protect the people of Omaha with your killer cops and your PR rhetoric. There was once an Wild West saying, it went. The only good Indian is a dead Indian. Well, this Indian's alive, and this Indian will continue to say his name. Say his name. Say all their names. George Floyd, Breonna Breonna Taylor,
Breonna Taylor,
Ahmaud Arbery,
Ahmaud Arbery,
Zachary Berryhill.
Zachary Berryhill.
To the protectors of freedom from oppression, my prayers are with you all. Hold your heads high as you speak up against institutionalized racism. Enough is enough. I humbly thank you for your humanizing our brother and all the brothers and sisters whose souls were stolen by the police. Aho.
Aho.
Thank you for listening. Aho.
Ladies and gentlemen who are here, I want you to not go too far from where you are. But we're going to do another moment of silence. But in this moment of silence, we're going to make a soul connection. Find somebody you do not know. Somebody you do not know. And you look them in the eye for the next whole minute and see the soul of that person. Everyone should be engaged in this. No talking. Find somebody you don't know.
Hi. I might blink like 100 times.
What's your name?
Tanya, what's yours?
Javen.
Javen?
Yeah.
Okay, no, nice to meet you, Javen.
Yeah, now we know each other.
Yes.
All y'all out there on the outskirts, discount for you too. All y'all over there, I see all y'all over there, same thing. Find somebody you don't know.
Yes, I am.
Look them in the eye.
I'm actually the creator of the Hood Table. I don't know if you heard about the Hood Table.
What is that?
But it's a YouTube platform.
All right.
We're also on Facebook.
Need everybody quiet down. Need everybody quiet down.
We're all about, the hood and the hood
Hey.
and the White House, basically.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet
So, yeah,
down.
we've been doing
I know y'all uncomfortable. This ain't
shows
grade
on
school
this
though.
That's
It's
been
real
going
life.
on and about last night.
I know you're uncomfortable.
Yep. So
Okay, yeah, it came right
We're gonna
up.
go ahead and start
yep,
that
the
moment
Hood
of
Table,
silence.
and we're on YouTube too. So we're supposed to be live tonight.
Keep your eyes
at,
open.
9,
The time starts
I'm
now.
gonna interview some leaders in the city about what's been going on with the riots and everything. So yeah, subscribe to us on YouTube. Yeah. But that's why I'm here to represent our community and the Hood Table. Yep. After this particular one?
The Hood Table, how long?
Oh, like going on a year and a half. Yeah. Yeah. About a year and a half. And we do all kind of different commentary from things going on in the community, the world, celebrities. We talk about all kind of stuff. But yeah. But lately, this has been the focus on a lot of.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We needed to.
I love it, and I love how peaceful it is. I hope it stays
Time.
this way. Yeah, I really hope it
Look
stays
at that
this way.
love. Look at that love.
I wish I had my stick. I couldn't find my selfie.
Oh,
Yeah. Otherwise,
Now,
I
quick
would-
question for you. Quick question for you. Quick question for you. Raise your hand if you felt sadness. Raise your hand if you felt sadness.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at all that pain that we walking around with. That's our pain. You ain't struggling alone. Raise your hand if you felt joy. That's our next. You felt that too. Raise your hand if you just couldn't do it. It was hard. Be honest. Raise your hand if you just couldn't do it. For those of you who couldn't do it, and those who are embarrassed to raise their hand, it's okay. But for those of you who couldn't do it, take more time than the next person to reflect on your soul. Because that means there's a change that has to happen in you. And you're avoiding connection with people. This is to those people who came to start problems, who couldn't look another man in the eye. This is to those people who are suffering in silence, who have sadness and don't want to reveal their pain so they don't look people in the eye. This is for those people who love so hard but afraid of that love, they don't look people in their eye. And this is for that young boy who might be posturing as a man, who can't look another man in the eye. When you shake hands, you greet people, men look men in the eye. Because we must see the souls of our people. If you are the person flying the drone, you need to see us. You the person flying the drone, you need to see us.
At this time, we're going to have Brother Terrell McKinney up to the mic. Let's show him some love. Terrell McKinney.
How you doing? Before I get started and before I start saying something, I want to show respect to the young man we lost last night in this community because of white supremacy. So, when I say his name, say James Scurlock. We're going to say it 3 times. Say his name.
James Scurlock!
Say his name.
James Scurlock!
Say his name.
James Scurlock!
Now again, my name is Terrell McKinney. I'm a member of the Black Agenda Alliance, but I'm also running for the state legislature here in District 11. But I'm not up here as a candidate. I'm up here as a member of this community that's tired of being oppressed, tired of seeing our brothers and our sisters killed on the internet. It's hard to look at that stuff, but we see it time after time, and nothing is being done. These issues have persisted since I was a kid, and they were around before I was born. When are we going to do something about this? We need police accountability. I want y'all to know the current police contract in this city is up for negotiation. We all need to be at that process. We need to all be at the table. So that means call the mayor, call your city councilman, call the police chief. We need independent oversight to make sure officers are convicted and held accountable for their wrongs. I've been jumped by the police before, stumped out, my head on the ground, bleeding, and they just laughed, put me in a cop car and asked me did I still want to say something. It's hard. I got a daughter, man. And if somebody killed my daughter, I don't know what I would do. And there's a lot of fathers out here. What would you do if an officer killed your kid? Let's try to prevent that. That's why I need to be in the legislature, so we could pass legislation that's going to hold police accountable, hold this state accountable, hold this country accountable.